Hi guys. So you've looked at those learning activities or Learn Smart activity videos, and you've going to have a chance to look at the calendar as well if you haven't done so already. So I want to head into kind of the class rules and kind of what my experience has been. Earlier this spring, the first 8 weeks, that was the first 8-week hybrid class I have taught before. This being the second. And one of the things I learned in that first 8 weeks was how you just can't afford to fall behind in an 8-week course. It was just that simple. The number of assignments you have to do doesn't slow down. If anything, it picks up as you get closer to the 8 weeks. So very critical that you get a great start right now. I'm talking this weekend. Get on top of your assignments. You're going to do one of your assignments in class. That's just kind of trying to help keep the load, the out of class workload as low as possible. We'll do that from time to time with these discussion boards. Also rewarding you for being in class because everybody gets a 20 and it's a little easier than having to reply to classmates and all that. So kind of something we'll try to do throughout the semester here and there. Class rules. For me, we do have due dates. We like to try to stick with the due dates, but I'm not the type of professor that wants to penalize you or gets as jolly as off of giving you a 0. I'd rather have you do the work. It's about the learning. That being said, you really need to stay on top of it, or you won't be able to get it all done before my grades are due, and now all of a sudden you're in a jam because you don't have enough points in to get the grade that you wanted. So if it comes down to it and you miss an assignment, a due date or something, just email me and say, hey, look, can I get an extension on this particular assignment? Be specific, especially on the Connect assignments. They'll lock you out. They may even let you take it and then give you a 0. Well, I don't want you to get a 0 on it. So if it's past the due date and feel like you're getting locked out, just email me and I can open that up. Be very honest with me and yourself on when you can get it done. I don't want to set an extension out and then you miss that one. I got to do it again. It's just a waste of time. So due dates, the syllabus will say, I'll accept nothing at due, nothing past due, and you automatically get a 0. The reality is I can budge off that if you don't abuse it and try to work with you to make sure you get the content done because, like I said, it's about the learning more so than some rigid calendar date system. So that's one of them. The next one is to be on time. It's very important that you start to express disciplined habits, and being on time is one of them. Very disrespectful when you show up to a class or a business meeting or an interview or really anywhere late. I get it's kind of a morning class, but 9:30 is not that bad. We should all be able to be here by 9:20, 9:25, so we're seated, ready to go, and we can start class. I will take attendance. I'll also take attendance on who was on time. And what do I use that for? The main thing I'll do is use that at the end of the semester. If somebody's kind of on the bubble and they've attended all the classes and they've been on time, I might be able to give them a little extra credit project or something to bump them up and get them maybe up a whole letter grade if they're right on the borderline. So that's how that'll be used. So be here and be on time. Be an active listener. I know that sounds like grade school stuff, but I'm telling you, when I teach, and I teach here and I teach at Purdue University Polytechnic, and I see students who have lost the skill of listening. So what's an active listener? I've got to have eye contact, quiet in my chair, not slouched over, be aware of your body posture. If you're taking notes, great. If you're participating and raising your hand, awesome. I get some people who are kind of quiet, but I can still see, are you looking at me? Are you picking up what we're talking about? Are you engaged? The whole process of learning is going to go a lot smoother, and you're going to retain a lot more information if you're an active listener. So I won't tolerate sleeping in the class. I won't tolerate heads down, hoods pulled over, none of that. We're here to learn. And not only that, learning is an environment. And so if you're constantly the person that is sleeping or dragging down our learning experience, then we're going to have to make some adjustments, because it's not fair to your other students who are here trying to get a better education. So be an active listener. Put your cell phones away during a class. If you have a computer open, you should be taking notes, which means you should be making eye contact with me. So if you've got your computer and your laptop open and I'm just watching you and you're never looking at me, which I'll see, I'll have you put your computer away. You're not doing assignments in class while I'm lecturing. You're not looking at YouTube videos or answering emails, okay? You need to be an active listener, and that means you need to be taking notes and participating in the conversation. So no cell phones. Email is the preferred method of communication. And you can either go to my Ivy Tech email, or you can go to the Sedona USA email that's in the syllabus. The Ivy Tech email will not forward to my phone. The Sedona email will, so sometimes I'll answer it quicker, especially on a weekend. You're also welcome to text, and if we need to have a phone conversation, you can text or email. We'll set up a time to call. If you call me, you won't reach me. Okay, I screen basically 100% of my calls. So if I don't know your number or have you in my contacts, I don't pick up. So emails first. You can go through the conversations in Canvas as well. That's no problem. Reach out to me that way. If you haven't gone through the calendar with Amy yet, you're going to go through the calendar. You're going to see that I want those Learn Smart activities done before class. Now, obviously, we couldn't do it today because class just started. But before next Friday's class, you will have done chapters 3 and 4 of Learn Smart. The whole purpose of that is so that the information I'm lecturing on is not brand new. So you need to have some level of being prepared in class, and that is some of the work that you need to get done before you come to class. As part of the listening process, make sure that you're being respectful to those that are having questions or those that are making comments. We don't need giggling or anything like that. There are no silly questions, so you're welcome to ask anything. I'm an open book. Like I said, I told you in the other video, I had some business failures, and obviously they're traumatic to me, but they're also great learning points. So we'll talk about those, throughout the semester, and don't be afraid to ask any questions about that or anything else that's of interest, even if it's off topic. The more you guys talk and participate in class, the more fun it's going to be, the more learning we're going to have. And so that's really what I'm looking for. I do this because I enjoy the learning process, and so it's a kind of a two-way street. I hope to come prepared to teach, but I need you guys to come prepared to participate as well. So those are basically my class rules. I'm going to do another video here in a second, then a little bit on just the management concepts and some of my ideas about them. So appreciate it.